Karen.
Hi.
Thanks for popping down today. As you can see, we're promoting our Joint Dementia research. It really means a lot to us for your support as a trust and as an organisation to help promote joint dementia research. So you may or may not know that there's about 17,000 people in Lancashire that are living with dementia, and not only the people that are living with dementia, their families. And lots of those people, I would say only about 100 or so, 200 people are actually on a research study in dementia. And we're doing a lot of research at this trust, as you know. We're doing lots of drug trials, we're doing quality of life questionnaires. And so I just wondered what your thoughts were around joint dementia research and from a trust perspective, how we can promote it in our clinical teams and how we can promote it amongst the people that come and visit us.
I think it's really important. You know, as an organisation, we are absolutely committed to supporting this venture, so we're pledging to be a part of this whole joint research project. We know that we have access to lots and lots of patients and visitors who come here, so I would really encourage people to try and find out a little bit more about it. We want to encourage our staff to sign up to support it. You know, if there are 17,000 people just in this area that could benefit from the research findings, it has to be a worthwhile thing for us all to do. And I'm personally very committed to supporting this venture. I think we've got to make it much easier for patients to be able to access research and trials and different studies. So that's something as an organisation we're really, really committed to doing. So we'll make sure we do more of that and at the same time promote the joint dementia study as well.
I'm Sandra Perkins, and I'm a county councillor, but I'm also, I was the carer for my husband. He was living with dementia for about 10 years.
So how did you get involved in dementia research?
Well, through Alan's condition really, I felt it was so important that people did become aware and be less frightened of the prospect of dementia. Because Alan having lived in a care home that he did, he lived in an environment that embraced dementia. And I think that's what we've got to do. We've got to embrace it and not be frightened of it.
So what would you say to people that are perhaps a little bit scared about dementia research, about how they should feel about getting involved?
Well, I can't understand why people should be scared. But what I do think is that they are frightened that if they do take part in the research, that they will find out that they have the early stages. And that was one of the things that I thought when I had mine, because I didn't think I'd done very well. And I thought, oh, they'll probably find out, you know, that the reason I go upstairs and forget what I've gone up for is because I've got early onset dementia. By knowing that I'm a member of this research project now, I know that I've got somebody I can turn to. When my Alan started with his dementia, there was nothing at all. I had nowhere to turn. He was in another authority, health authority, and he was just told, well, you've got dementia. It's not Alzheimer's. We don't know what it is. Come back in 12 months if you get any worse. And that was the sum total of the help that we got initially. And it wasn't until we moved to Lancashire that we got the help and the understanding.
So what would you say about drug trials? There has been some press there about drug trials in other countries. What would you say about that from your perspective? What would you have done if you were offered a drug trial?
Well, as far as drug trials are concerned, we only hear the negatives. We never hear the positives. And they're taking place all over the world. And then there's one little blip. And I'm very sorry for people that suffer from that. That's very sad. But it's in the big scheme of things, it's nothing. And if I could turn the clock back and be with Alan, we would have definitely made the decision to take part in any drug trial and hope that we were on the drug and not the placebo. So as far as I'm concerned, if something comes along that might be the breakthrough, go for it. Absolutely.
So now is the time for Karen to sign up to join Dementia Research.
Okay, so what do I have to do?
Okay. Here's the form. It's a form that you can fill in to register your interest in finding out about dementia research. not actually signing yourself up to a research study. So you need to fill in your details, your name, your address, your telephone number, your contact details. And once you've filled it in, you seal it up and it can be sent away free postage.